Hi, everybody. My name is Rachel Fagan, and I'm a Master Certified Life Coach. And today I want to talk about the comparison trap. First, I want to share a quote that I stumbled across a couple years ago, and it really had me reflect on my life and what was going on in the world around me. The quote's by Dr. Charles F. Glassman, who is a doctor in New York. And a couple years ago, he started sending out these weekly email blasts of motivational quotes and got such great feedback that more and more people subscribed to it. And he eventually ended up turning a lot of these quotes into chapters of a book called Brain Drain. I think it's called Brain Drain. And stay tuned because I believe Brain Drain might be one of the book contenders of my upcoming book club that I'm starting to plan. So I'm going to share that quote with you. And it's, using someone else's ruler to measure your self-worth will always leave you short. How true is that? Anybody else guilty of that? I know I am. It's that darn comparison trap that we are so easily tempted to fall into. And you see someone who you perceive to be smarter, stronger, richer, skinnier, braver, or happier than you. You convince yourself that someone else is more successful or more organized or healthier or a better parent than you. And you believe their struggles are small or even non-existent and that they truly have it all together. Anybody else relate to that? Well, newsflash, what you don't see is their reality. Understand this, your perception is nothing more than that, a perception. You have no idea what battles that person has had or might even be currently having to fight to get to where he or she is. And what you see is likely only a very small part of the whole picture. And yet that's the part we get hung up on and we fixate on, and we start to measure ourselves up against these perceptions of others. I get it, I've done it, but I really encourage you to take a step back for a minute. First, consider what you are really witnessing. Let's face it, most of us aren't walking around with our struggles and our insecurities and our vulnerabilities hanging out on display. I try to be super real and transparent and authentic, but I also keep my guard up at times, not because I have anything to hide or be ashamed of, but because some things just really aren't anyone else's concern. And in fact, you might even be thinking to yourself, Rachel, you have no room to talk. You know, you're happy, you're positive, your life is perfect. You even have this little group called Positively Happy and Healthy on Facebook where you share all of this. All right. Truth coming out here. My life is perfect because it's mine, and I'm not trying to live someone else's. But you only see what I choose to show you. And I show you a lot more of the good than I do the struggle, but there is struggle. There's a lot of it, frankly, and every once in a while you'll get a snippet of them. But my struggles are also mine, and I have to work really hard to get through them. And I don't always have the energy to do that and share about it, not because I don't want to share it, but rather it's just exhausting. So just keep that in mind. Remember, what you see is the highlight reel, especially on social media, where editing quickly and easily hides all those less than ideal parts of life. Now, I don't have a problem with the highlight reel. In fact, I am happy to cheer you on. It's only a problem when people get caught up comparing themselves instead of cheering the other person on. And when people forget that what they're seeing is just their perception of a highlight reel. It's so very important to remember that you were uniquely and wonderfully made to be you, not someone else. Your journey is your own, customized to your needs and purpose. It's unlike anyone else's. And so it makes zero sense to compare yourself to anyone else. In this race of life, if you try to run in someone else's lane, you are bound to struggle and likely to fail because it's not your lane. It's theirs. It's not your race. It's someone else's. So stay in your own lane. You are your own competition, and you don't have to be better than anyone else. All you have to do, if you choose, is to be better than who you used to be.